Between Sessions handles a variety of mental health and sexual issues using adult language. Listen at your own risk. Hello and welcome to Between Sessions. I'm Shauna Wilder, licensed professional counselor and certified holistic sex therapist. And I know what you're thinking, but I might actually just have the best sex ever this weekend.
Oh.
And with me, as always, is Sid, the producer.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Sid. So, hey, Sydney, how have the comments been?
Oh, my God. You people and your comments. I am going to start putting a hard rule in on our YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Because people are getting out of control with it.
A little out of pocket?
Yeah, I don't know if they were ever in pocket. That's the problem.
So what's actually being said? What's happening?
First off, we're going to ban the word beta male. That's ridiculous. I think that I'm finally experiencing...
You took some heat, huh?
I'm taking the heat on the beta male situation, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Is that an insult? Like,
Yeah.
I'm so clueless.
Yeah. Wait, beta male, soy boy, pick no, I guess they don't say pick me, I guess, for guys.
I mean, I would argue to say that
I mean,
it is the event. I mean, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
what they're calling me essentially is of like, pick me.
What did that one guy say? Don't you realize like countries want to destroy us?
God. Yes, he was talking about like geopolitical issues. I'm like, we are talking about sex and relationships. Like, we are not curing Iran.
No.
It's not happening.
No.
We're not that fancy.
But it's so linked. Everybody thinks it's linked. That like masculinity goes across everything, all areas. So it's got to be present everywhere, and
So
it's
we
got
have-
to be the same.
So the idea is we have to keep our masculinity up so that people don't anticipate or don't
Don't
see
think
us
we're
as
weak.
Yes. So we're saving the United States by not producing beta males.
This guy is also imagining a day where we go to war and we just have a battalion of like soft underbelly, like beanie wearing, matcha drinking guys that can't lift a rifle or something like that.
I don't know if anybody's actually paid attention, but you should go watch and see the photos of all the people who served in World War I and World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones who came out of that weren't
Not exactly.
weren't the big guys.
No, not exactly.
It was
right?
the very small guys that could stay down in a foxhole. And if that means a pick me, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I want to point out, though, you're getting the shit from other men.
I know. It's never the women.
You're not getting women saying, oh, this is so unattractive.
But I'm also not
And,
getting
like-
support from women.
No,
Like,
no.
I'm hearing radio silence. For a pick me, I would like some backup.
See, and that would validate that.
And that would validate
If
my
a guy
pick me.
thought you were being a pick-me and the women showed up in droves to be like, I'll take him.
You're not
please."
wrong.
That's not what's happening.
No, it's not.
So, and then what kind of comments am I getting, right?
You're getting like follow through. You're getting like questions,
Oh,
at least
Sorry.
close to on topic.
that's because you don't see a lot of the ones that I'm deleting. Okay? Because you don't see. And then you also don't see. I did show you the other day the people that like send me garbage through like LinkedIn.
So
Who wants to?
are we both being objectified by men?
I mean, yes.
Is that essentially
Very,
what's
very
happening?
differently.
But a very different aspect of what's
You're
happening?
supposed to be cannon fodder, and I'm supposed to be a warm body. Like, I guess is the thing.
At least I get to be cannon fodder.
I did get one fun comment. Someone just wrote vulgar. I thought that
That's
was fun.
nice.
I know. I like it. I think I'm going to get it on a T-shirt,
I like this.
and it just says vulgar.
We're going to have vulgar merch.
I'm going to have. Yeah. I'm going to have it in the metal script where it's like vulgar.
Sorry. Vulgar. Yeah, I'm just going to get you a necklace, like a jewelry piece.
Yeah, that like Carrie Sex and the City
Oh, yeah.
script. It just says vulgar.
Vulgar.
And like, or no, the big door knocker earrings where
Oh.
it has it.
I'm going to see if we can get that made. Let's just see if we can get the necklace made.
Let's just
and
get as
sell the
trashy
necklace.
as possible.
Vulgar. I
It's
like
great.
it. It's great.
All right, so what do we have on the schedule today?
All right, so today we've got 3 phone call. Well, we've got messages,
Oh,
and we've
y'all
got
are
one.
hitting up the hotline.
We've
I
got a
love it.
live message, or we've got a
Okay.
live caller 2 in a second.
Okay.
But for right now, we're going to play a message that I actually got in from the phone.
Okay.
And just so everybody knows, if you have a chance and you have a question, or if you have a comment about something and you want to say it with your chest, call the number,
Yeah.
tell us what you think, and reference what you're actually calling for, because we have no idea.
682-422-7732. That is 682-422-7732.
I'm glad one of us knows it.
24/7, baby.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us, leave us a message. Any vulgar ones, I might put your number underneath it when we broadcast.
You might go first.
You might go first. You might be the ones.
All right. So let's hear that first message.
All right, let's go with
Hi,
Hannah.
my name's Hannah. I am 37 years old, and my scenario that leads to my question is, so my husband would absolutely love to wake me up by being playful. However, to this day when I'm still asleep,
Probably not
and he
tickling,
tries something, whether it's any type of intimate touching, so like just even touching my breasts or kissing my neck or stroking me in some way, I wake up in full-on panic mode.
Yeah, I would too.
Mostly because I had, in my past with my exes, not great experiences. Transparently, they really enjoyed hurting me.
Oof.
And specifically when I was sleeping with one of them. And so I have a very difficult time with that. And over the years, I've had wonderful, safe friends and safe spaces that have kind of helped me regain some of that autonomy. And my husband has been extremely patient. We've been together for 15 years at this point.
Oh.
And he's very communicative and very helpful when I'm awake and we're having conversations. And, you know, that's like a hard no for me. And maybe we could try doing that differently. And so we've done well together. And he's never vocalized that he's disappointed or anything like that. But I feel bad in some ways. And then at the same time, the other thing that really gets me with it is I really feel like that was taken from me, and I want it back because I would like to enjoy myself being woken up in that way too. And it's, you know, full hands on deck. I'm allowed to wake him up that way, but he just knows that that's a no-no for me, and I don't really want it to be a no-no. It's just I don't have control over it like I do when I'm awake. So my question is, in those situations, how do you address something like that when it's really subconscious, where I don't have control and I just wake up terrified, and it has nothing to do with him. It's not his fault at all. It just takes me a moment to kind of recenter where I am and be okay with it. And at that point, the happy feeling gone. And just kind of, where do you even start with something like that? Thank you very much. And I really appreciate and love the show. So hope everything goes well.
Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, thanks. That's sweet. Okay. So first of all, super common. Hear this a lot.
Yikes.
Yeah, it would happen. It happens more than you'd think.
Yeah, I mean, happening at all is more than I would think.
Surprise. First of all, super sorry to hear that happened to you.
Oof.
That's terrible. It's gross. Glad you're not with those people anymore. Long time not with those people. You've been with your husband for 15 years, and he sounds great. And you sound great too. So
You do.
So thanks for calling in. Thanks for sharing this. Now, the first thing I need to say about this is that I work with a lot of women who experience kind of what I describe as the clinch effect. Yeah. So this can happen most commonly when you kind of advance the sexual boundary a little bit too quickly, right?
Okay.
So let's say we're going from doing nothing to then my husband just reaches over and like cups a boob or something. And I'm like,
Yikes.
and my whole nervous system goes, oh, what's happening? And that happens with women who don't ever have a trauma history
Wow.
with sexuality.
So that's just genetically inbred in us.
That has my little armchair kind of hypothesis is this is just what happens from decades, centuries of being prey,
Right.
right? Is that we have this immediate kind of response when something sneaks up on us too soon, right? So also, I would say, I know a lot of people, and probably even Hannah, that maybe on any other day can wake up already in a state of anxiety.
Oh.
So from the minute your little eyes pop open, you're going about all the things that you have to do. And
Sexual or not, just
sexual
life.
or not, your brain's just running,
Okay.
right? Possibly even your nervous system is just running,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is not me dismissing the trauma. Let me say that very clearly. This is me normalizing what you're experiencing, even for people who don't have trauma. right? So a lot of times I'll hear people who do have trauma histories and they're like, this is happening because this thing happened to me. And I'm like, yeah, but also this happens to people that haven't had anything happen to them. So whether you have or not, you could still be struggling with this. You could be somebody who's never had a bad thing happen in your sleep in your life and still wake up wanting to slap his hand off your tit when it happens.
Right.
Okay. So to understand that this is something that your brain and your body can sometimes just randomly do, it may or may not be linked to trauma. You're drawing an association, and that's valuable. However, there is this automatic nature to it that has nothing to do with trauma. Okay? Knee jerk, right? The next thing I would say is the beating yourself up about it is not going to help you. Right. So putting pressure on yourself in terms of like, I feel bad because I want him to be able to have this, and then I want to have this. Like,
it doesn't sound like the partner's putting any kind of pressure on her. So that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
She chose right.
Yeah. She doesn't say he's upset, he pouts, he gets frustrated. Like, she hasn't said anything like that. Okay. So this is a problem they both want to solve, but they want to solve it in a happy way. Nobody's doing any pushing. So what that means, Hannah, is that you can't be pushing yourself from the inside. The more that you focus on pressure about it, the harder it's going to be to move any of these variables around.
Right.
Okay. It's fine, though. I will say this. It is fine to get angry about a circumstance and have that kind of like catapult you to change, right? Her saying like, I want this for me. Great. Great. Absolutely great. When I have two people and one of like, you know, a man and a woman, and the man is saying, hey, honey, I need you to make a change. And the woman's like, okay, I'll make a change to make you happy. Progress will look like this. It will not be steady. It will come and it will go. When the woman herself says, hey, I want to make a change for myself, and also this will make my partner happy, but I want it for myself. Change will typically look a little bit more linear. There won't be backsliding because it's tied to that person's goals, not just I have a goal of placating you.
But is there any benefit to having an hour goal?
Yeah, there is.
Right.
There absolutely is. But you can't minus the personal. Okay?
Okay.
Because again, then it's just, I'm going to have trouble remembering because it's not tied to my goal. I'm doing something for somebody else. Okay? So that's thing number 2. Thing number 3, it sounds like you're already partially doing most of what I would kind of like recommend or like prescribe. I got to hear on
love
my
the
face.
love the prescription.
Yeah, as if I'm a doctor, right? So what I would suggest is this. He's going to surprise you. You're going to wake up and go, what? A little bit, right? And it sounds like maybe as a suggestion, like don't hit up the erogenous zones immediately. Maybe like rub my thigh, rub my back, rub my arm. Don't kiss the neck. Don't grab a boob. Don't grab the puss.
Yeah.
Right? Like those are highly, highly innervated, and those are highly triggered to the clench response. Okay. So maybe start a little bit on the outskirts and then move it in as I kind of wake up. Right. So you don't want to wake up with his face in your crotch. Right. Like that's too much. That'll definitely, shut up, Sid. That'll definitely trigger that response. Okay. But wherever it gets triggered, you have to kind of lay there for a moment and breathe. Have a little conversation with yourself about what's happening in your body. Okay. Talk to yourself about how like, this is just a knee-jerk reaction. He's safe. I'm safe. I know he's not going to hurt me. I might I can let whatever feelings I've got, annoyed, scared, fearful, whatever, I can let them come up. I can let them go. So what this means is basically he needs to not withdraw from you. You need to just kind of like marinate in it for a little bit and breathe deeply, get out of your head, get into your body, lean into what he's doing, see if it feels good, and see if you can just hang out there long enough to shift your mindset out of that fear response.
Interesting.
Right? So you're letting the body kind of like regulate and calm down, and you're talking yourself through it like, okay, we know what's happening. This just happens. Okay. But let's look around. Like the variables are different. Yeah. Okay. Open your eyes kind of thing. Right? You don't have to open them. You can pretend like you're asleep. It's hotter that way sometimes if you just keep pretending like you're asleep. But anyways, so that's my first suggestion. Don't take that automatic clinch response as I have to break all contact. You have to stop touching me go to the other side of the bedroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom and calm myself down before I come back again, right? Is if you can, if it feels safe, hang out there and talk to yourself about what's happening and breathe and let your body lean into whatever he may be doing that feels good and feels safe. Okay?
So take note on what you like and what you don't like out of the situation.
Yes. You remember the ladder? Right? We talk about the ladder a lot. So if there's something down here, like if he's just, like rubbing your leg or rubbing your back, and you can get out of that moment and go, well, but that does feel nice, right? Okay, great. Breathe, lean into it, take it in, right? And then ask yourself, do I want to go up one rung on the level? Do I want him to move up a little bit more, right? And probably he can tell when this is happening too. He might be able to feel your body start to relax a little bit, might hear your breathing kind of like regulate, right? So especially if they've had this good communication for 15 years.
It sounds like this is going to be a lot of communication.
It does, but it sounds like maybe he's already kind of dialed into her a little bit.
I mean, it's open enough that she's able to communicate it.
15 years, you get to be a good study of somebody.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to talk him through it, like, hey, like not in the middle of it happening, but like beforehand, say, hey, here's what I'm going to try to do. Okay. So if you feel me freeze up, don't freak out. Don't stop. Maybe pull back, just slow down, hang out with me so I can marinate in it and come back into the sexy mindset.
Slow the process.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then my fourth recommendation is you have spent a long time practicing this, right? And what I mean by practice, I'm not saying it's conscious, okay? But when your body sounds the alarm, you've been practicing whatever kind of response that you have, whatever thoughts and feelings that you have, right? Unwillingly or whatever you have. And so we've really deepened that like neural pathway of when X, then Y.
Right.
Right? So what I would recommend is outside of sexy time, okay, whenever you have a spare moment throughout the day, or, you're alone, maybe you're having some self-care, whatever, mentally rehearse this feeling positive. See the scene in your mind, see yourself asleep, see him waking up, touching you. Think about what that would feel like. Think about the pleasure that you could have in your body, and think about it being safe, and kind of rehearse that mentally so that you're building those neural pathways, right? So because you've had a lot of bad experiences for it, we need to try to load in some positive experiences. And research tells us that with anything, it can be playing a piano, it can be firing a gun, it can be like Target, right? Anything like that. If you're mentally rehearsing it, you'll double your performance, if not more.
Interesting.
Right? So you don't have to physically be having a success for you to mentally rehearse a success and then use that as an anchor point for when that happens in real life. So there you go.
Yeah.
Those are my recommendations.
That's a lot of recommendation, and good luck to your spouse, because that's going to be a lot of communication. It's going to be a lot of patience.
It is, but
15 years.
And it's worth it.
It's worth it.
That's some hot shit if you can make it work. So good luck, Hannah. Thanks for calling in.
That's a marriage saver.
If this podcast helps, but you want guidance you can use tonight, join our sex therapy community on School. You'll get bite-sized lessons, conversation scripts, and weekly live Q&As where we'll work through real situations together. You don't have to do this alone. There's a whole community of people figuring out with you. Link in the notes to our community. It's now time for the desired data, the lab coat lowdown, the citation sensation.
Citation sensation.
It's time for Science Says.
Science Says.
Where we see what science has to say about sex.
All right, let's see it.
This is basically
sexy science. Let's go.
Sexy research. So, what terms do you use to refer to your genitals? New research finds that the words women choose reveal something about their sexual well-being. However, the context in which those words are used also matters. Specifically, women who use playful or childish or infantilizing words, think along the lines of hoo-ha or kitty or something like that, right? To reference their genitalia in everyday life, reported worse body image. This type of language may signify or reflect a general discomfort around sex or one's genitals. By contrast, women who used vulgar, here we go again, terms, things that you might hear like, in WAP or something like that, like pussy, cunt,
Right.
stuff like the really fun ones, right?
The certified freaks.
Exactly. During sex, when they use those, when women are confidently using those terms during sex, they report greater pleasure, higher rates of orgasm, as well as a greater desire for oral.
Oh,
Crazy, right?
yeah.
Although words in the vulgar category are considered by many to be derogatory, it may be that they also carry an element of empowerment for other women. So what about women who use correct terminology like vulva and clitoris?
Sexy.
Our old friend Aunt Clitoris.
Sexy.
They looked at that too, but they really didn't find any associations either way.
So that's kind of middle of the road.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So maybe it works, for somebody who's like really into science. I don't know. But my intuition is that people who use those childish words for their genitals do so because of shame. And people who use those more vulgar words do it freely because to do so, they're basically evidencing like their freedom from shame. And so they probably have fewer hangups when it comes to sex.
So it's like a female empowerment.
Exactly. It's kind of like an outward sign of like, oh, she doesn't really have a lot of hangups.
Or she's trying to get over them, actively work on getting over them.
Which may exposure therapy.
That's a win-win.
We're just going to cunt our way out of it. It's going to be great. So
you can't vulva your way out of it?
I mean, maybe.
You could try.
While this shows that terminology and sexual health outcomes are related, the direction of the effect remains unclear. Also, this sample, this is the critical portion, right?
Okay.
So like we definitely see some relatedness, but we don't necessarily see data for causality.
Oh.
Okay. So we're not saying that, whipping out pussy in the middle of sex, the word,
right,
or whipping it, anyway, doesn't necessarily correlate to just that alone greater enjoyment, okay? Also, this sample size was limited to just cis women in the U.S. and hardly considers different relationships or different relationship styles or cultural context.
Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds very cis.
It is. It's very cis coded, okay?
I mean, I don't know. Do lesbians' relationships go vulgar as hell?
I mean, probably at some point.
They have to, I assume.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So language, therefore, is more of an indicator of sexual self-determination and environment than a direct lever for desire or self-image.
Interesting.
Okay. So as a clinician, I don't take away from this research. If you say nastier words, you'll enjoy sex more. But I do take away the message that what feelings and beliefs you choose, what feelings and beliefs make you choose the words that you do. So what's important is why are you choosing the words that you're choosing, and how does that impact your sexual satisfaction?
So you think forcing vulgar terms wouldn't help as much as pushing yourself or holding yourself back by using more infantilized terms?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Also, I'd say this. I think that whipping out more vulgar terms is a great litmus test for whatever partner you're with.
I mean, that would...
Because if you drop something really stunning like that and he freezes up, that's going to tell you a lot about what's going on.
Yeah, it might not be you.
Yeah, it might not be
This is a cis relationship. It might not be you.
And I come with receipts, so we're going to have the citations for the research in today's episode notes. So there we go.
Down below.
All right.
So next we have Matt on the phone, and he has a question for you.
Okay, great. Hi, Matt. How can I help?
Hey, so my wife and I have been married for about 5 years, and it's a second marriage for both of us. We both had partners that were not open sexually and also just not safe or trustworthy in the past. So we've really tried to focus on intimacy and honesty in our marriage.
Good.
So we've had a lot of talks about sex and how we feel about it. And I've wanted to try some new things with her, and she's slowly been opening up to trying them.
Wonderful.
And one of the things I've been wanting to try is tying her up.
Oh.
And we've tried a little bit of it, nothing too harsh. I mean, some fuzzy handcuffs or bondage tape, if you know what that is.
I do.
And so, well, the problem is we had an argument the other night, and after talking it through, we realized that this is really a big thing for me. And she's struggling to get into it. She says she wants to enjoy it because it is such a big thing for me, but she doesn't know how. She says she's struggling with not feeling like she's enough, like she's not enough for me as she is.
Hey.
That I have to do extra things to get her excited about it. And I tried to explain to her it's not like that. But I just need some advice on how to talk to her about this and, make it something we can both enjoy.
Okay, great. First of all, congratulations on being open with your partner and sharing some things on your sexual wish list. I love that for you. So
thanks.
I take it, though, that before this, the somewhat vanilla sex that you were having was still good?
Yeah. No, I mean, it was good.
Okay.
It's just kind of like you have things you want to try to do, and it's like you're fine with what you're doing. You just, you have things that you want to try with your person,
Yeah, for sure. So I asked that because where you kind of left off with she feels insecure about me getting excited about other things and not her. Well, if we reference back to the vanilla sex that we've been having, that's been great. I've shown up enthusiastically. You were the only one there.
Why do you need more?
No. That's his way to point out to her, like, I've been satisfied with you. It's not, I'm not having to, put salt and pepper on the meal because it's gross. I still like the meal, right? I've been showing up to eat the meal.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So, number one, there's that. But to take it a little further, I'm wondering if maybe she's picking up on an energy that's kind of coming out when you do pull out the bondage tape or the fuzzy handcuffs or something like that, right? Because you said this is a really big thing for you. You've probably wanted to do this for a long time. So I'm wondering if maybe the energy that kind of comes in when you're doing this is a little bit of excitedness, a little bit of anxiety, something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's something I've wanted to do, but I'm also really new to it. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, but it is something that I have wanted to do, but I am so new to it. So yeah, there's probably some nervous energy for sure.
Okay, totally fine. A lot of times when I see people with that, I don't really know what I'm doing. Super common when trying out a kink, right? Also, there's not too many wrong ways to do whatever you're doing, especially the level that you're doing them at. You're not going to handcuff somebody with fuzzy handcuffs in a way that cuts off circulation or, damages a joint or something like that. That would come with more advanced stuff like rope play or something like that. So you're not really going to do anything physically damaging at this point. But possibly because you're kind of you've got this anxious energy going, maybe you're rushing, maybe you're fumbling, and maybe she's seeing that energy spike when you're pulling this stuff out. Also, what could be spiking your energy is potentially knowing that she's not as enthusiastic as you are. So sometimes when I see people, trying new stuff out, especially the person in your position, you might be kind of trying to hurry up and get something done or minimize it maybe, or minimize the kind of time it takes to do those things so that she can feel more comfortable and the pace is going at a good pace. Does that sound about right?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, that's definitely a part of it. Yeah.
Okay. So great. So what I would say is this, slow down with what you're doing, right? What is it, and just quickly for my own curiosity here, what is it specifically about her that you're wanting to do this with her? Where's the turn on here for you?
Well, for me, it's kind of complicated because she's been someone that I see as a very powerful, like strong person. And so it's not so much I'm trying to, I guess, dominate in a way, but it's more like if you can get a person who's that strong and self-assured to willingly kind of put themselves in a more submissive role and want to and to enjoy it, it kind of makes it feel like, oh wow, like this is, this is a real turn on, because in a way it feels like they're choosing to let you have your moment in the spotlight, I guess. It's kind of complicated.
No, I get it. The old role reversal kind of thing, right? So the reason that this is so attractive to you is because you do see her as such a powerful person. And so the kind of like juxtaposition of that is the turn on.
Does she know that?
Wonderful. Now, that's a good question. That's about where I was going to go next, right? So number one, kind of slowing down and, understanding that you get nervous and excited, and maybe that doesn't play so well for her.
Right.
Just with like pulling out the stuff, because like I'm imagining there's a point where you're like cuddling, kissing, touching, and then it's like, hey, you want to do a thing. And then suddenly you're like rummaging through the nightstand drawer and fumbling and dropping and all that kind of stuff. Right. So
yeah. It's definitely kind of awkward getting it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the point where you need to kind of like breathe and slow down and don't rush and don't try to like strike while the iron's hot. And just kind of like play it out a little bit more slowly. That's tip number one. Tip number two is kind of like what Sid said. Maybe you need to communicate why this is a turn on for you,
right,
because she is such a strong person. And then that leads me to tip number three. Okay. Have you ever heard of the term topping from below, or possibly the term bratting?
No, I haven't heard of those before. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Totally fine. That's totally fine. So, number one, if you're slowing down and you're kind of sensualizing the process, not just slowing down, pulling the stuff out, but as you're tying her up and all that kind of stuff, talk to her. And, if you tie her arm back to the headboard or something, then you're running your hand down her arm, talking about how strong her muscles look and how beautiful she looks like this. So on the one hand, you can try to see if she's got a praise kink. So you kind of like lean into complimenting and praising her for doing this and really like pouring it on about how great she looks. So you can try that and see how that works. The second thing that you can try is, and this is one you'd have to kind of talk to her about, is the concept of topping from below, or somewhat related bratting. So this is where she kind of like puts up a fight and there's a little bit of a tussle, and she maybe looks at you like, yeah, you think you're strong? You think you can tie me up? I don't think so. So she gives a little pushback to it, right? That can be fun. That can be erotic. And that could possibly anchor her back to feeling like she's in control of doing this. So,
okay. I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So those are my big suggestions, but I have to say, it really does sound like you have a great relationship. It sounds like you really do love and care about your wife a lot, and you're not just trying to like force her to participate in something. It also sounds like she really cares about your feelings with this too. If she's wanting to like take the time to really figure this out and get you two kind of like more into a mental alignment about what's happening. So you've got a lot of good positives to build on. Try to keep that in mind. This is a small little bump in the road, and it just takes a little bit of zhuzhing to get everybody going in the right direction. Okay?
All right. Yeah, for sure. I'll do it. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Have a good one.
Thanks, Matt.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was pretty interesting. What do you think about that?
I mean, topping from below, can't we just call it what it is? You're just bottoming, like just call it what it is. You're just a power bottom, like it's fine.
That's kind of borrowed from a different
No, it's the appropriate term. Like topping from below, it sounds like you're just kind of,
hey man, call it whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's what it is. I mean, the bratting situation, it sounds like gives her more control, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think it can go against what he's trying to accomplish.
Maybe.
To a point also. So it is something to explore. About it, but it's just...
It reminds me of a couple clients I've had who said that their kind of like kink awakening was comic books. And it was always where like, one of the heroes or like Superwoman got tied up or something like that. And she's like, oh, when I get out of here, I'm going to da 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 da.
You know that Wonder Woman was originally
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's exactly what it was.
That's exactly who created it and why.
Yeah. If you don't know, look it up. We're not going to go deep into it, but you should watch Dr. There's a movie. It's called Dr. something in his Wonder Woman. It's fantastic. You should definitely give it a watch.
Yeah, it was the creator of Wonder Woman basically was into like dominant women and submission and all that kind of stuff.
And he also developed the lie detector.
I know.
Him and his wife. Like, that's crazy.
It's pretty amazing. So anyways, I think it's great that we have people, like trying to explore kink, especially safety. Now, do you know what the bondage tape is?
No.
Okay, so it's a roll of tape. It's not really tape. It's more like just vinyl, and it lays on itself and just kind of sticks to itself. And there's no adhesive, so it's not going to stick to your skin. It's literally like window cling vinyl.
Sounds like you would just pop it right off.
Well, that's why it's a very soft restraint. Like and that's another thing too. So you kind of have to have somebody who like is down for being tied up.
Because they have to.
Yeah,
they have to
because
play
they
the
have
role.
to not really move around a whole ton.
Right.
Right. But it's very soft. It's not going to really leave marks, and it won't rip out any arm hair or anything like that. It's easy to position. Yeah, maybe on you. Okay. Okay, maybe on you.
It might.
But it's easy to reposition, and it's also easy to reuse. You can take it and like
you can
re-roll
reuse
it. Yeah, if
That's
it doesn't
cool.
get too stretched, you can just like re-roll it again because it's like electric.
I'm
static.
assuming it's like ace bandages.
No.
No,
It's literally like window tint or like one of those
static
wraps.
charge.
It's like a static clean kind of thing. That's what it is.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, quick shout out to Ritual Hair Co. in Dallas for keeping us camera ready and feeling human. Look, self-care isn't just a pretty face mask or a bubble bath. Sometimes it's letting a professional make you look like the best version of yourself, the one that has their life together. The team there gets that, and they've been taking care of us behind the scenes this whole time. If you're in the Dallas area, mention Between Sessions when you book, and they'll hook you up. Details in the description. Now it's time for the vibe check. This is where Sid and I review sexual and mental wellness items and ask, does it do the thing?
Does it do the thing?
So today we have, and this is my big idea because I spend way too much time on social media. So a couple weeks ago, I bought a box or two of the Neuro Gum, right? Because Sydney and I, to a lesser extent, both have ADHD.
Hardcore.
So good times. Not a lot gets done around here, but whatever.
We lose our keys a lot.
But we have great plans.
Huge plans.
Huge tracts of land. No, so the NeuroGum, the thing that this is supposed to be for, or what it's supposed to do, it's got 100 milligrams. Well, okay, so first of all, I got the extra strength mints. This isn't actually the gum, okay? But I got the extra strength mints because I was like, hey, it's, let's get the best effect and see what happens. So it's got 100 milligrams of caffeine, natural caffeine, it says, and L-theanine and B vitamins and 0 sugar. So the thing about it that's supposed to be so great is it says refresh your mind and body. But L-theanine with caffeine is supposed to be wonderful for the ADHD brain. Right?
Yeah.
So we've been trying this for a while. So what do you think of it?
I've been using it for weeks, and I can tell you that it is a substitute for a Red Bull in my brain.
Okay.
It calms me down a lot, which is wild, and helps me focus. It is definitely not an ADHD med.
Nope.
But it is helpful when you need that like mid-afternoon pop.
Yeah.
And really get through the like 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock of your day.
Instead of like an extra Adderall.
Yeah.
Like
instead of popping another amphetamine, let's just go ahead and give it something natural.
I cannot remember the last time that I actually felt caffeine.
Good for you.
Unfortunately, I'm that brand of ADHD. The last time I felt it, I think I poured 2 scoops of pre-workout into a white Monster, and I thought I could see my heartbeat behind my eyes. I thought I was going to have a stroke.
I feel like I can see your heart in your eyes from that one.
And unfortunately, I was in the middle of a session with a client.
Oh.
And I was like,
I hope they were having a really good time.
He was a big workout person as well.
Oh, good.
So I told him what I did, and he goes, "Yeah, you're gonna die." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I am. It's bad."
At least he let him know before he has to call the ER.
I was like sweating. I was like moving my like flapping my sweater, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't think you're okay." I'm like, "I'm not.
I'm
It's
not.
bad."
You're right.
But like Sydney said, I had somewhat the same experience. I'm not gonna say it felt like a Red Bull because, like I said, I don't feel anything. I'm dead inside. It's great, but the focus definitely. So like in terms of like jitteriness or anything like that, I don't feel that.
Minimal.
Focus, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It definitely kind of like, I don't know. It gives me a little bit more like stick-to-itiveness with whatever I'm doing.
Interesting.
Like I kind of stick and stay.
Yeah.
Long enough to get it done.
Yeah.
Right? Which is my problem.
Which
I go, squirrel.
makes your sessions at the end of the afternoon a little bit better.
Yes,
Got
exactly. Right. So for 2 out of 2, I would say, yep, it does the thing.
Definitely does the thing.
Does the thing. So if you want to check it out, by the way, I should say none of these reviews are sponsored.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use review space on here for something that we're getting paid for. But if you want to check this one out, there's going to be a link to where you can find it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one box, I don't remember how many mints were in it, but I think the one box was like $30.
It was like, I think it's 9 or 12 because
Well,
it's in
there-
threes.
Yeah, but there were like 5 of these little tins in one
Oh,
box.
yeah.
And then there's
But there's 12 in a case.
yeah, there's 12 pieces in
Yeah.
one of these little cases. The only downside I would say, and we talked about this earlier, is they taste like crap. Not that's
They don't
harsh.
taste
isn't
like
it?
crap.
They-
They taste better. They taste less good than Altoids.
Yeah.
But it also has caffeine in it, so you're tasting the caffeine.
Yeah. I think it tastes like those old Listerine breath strips that you would put in. It's very harsh.
If you
Yeah.
ever did Banaka, that's the vibe it gives me. It's
Yeah.
like if you were to spray Banaka on something, that's what it tastes like.
But as far as we can tell, you don't have
Works.
to. It does work. You don't have to have like sublingual. You don't have to have it. You can just chomp it and swallow it, or just swallow it,
I just swallow it.
and you'll get the same effect.
Same.
I just cheek it. In fact, I just did a marathon,
Mm-hmm.
and at the halfway point, I did one of these,
And
and I felt great.
oh wow.
Yeah. Because I've experimented with other kinds of caffeine while doing a marathon, and that's bad.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sometimes they make you go boom boom, and you don't want that
Ooh.
when you still have 13 miles to run.
Yeah.
So these were boom boom safe.
Boom boom safe. We can put it on the site.
So there you go.
Certified boom boom safe. We have another message
Okay.
that came over the hotline. Again,
Hit me on the hotline.
call the hotline.
Yeah. 682-422-7732. 682-422-7732.
I love hearing the wacky and zany things to throw at her because there's some off the wall stuff you guys will be getting later.
Yeah.
But we're trying to keep a theme going, so I want to kind of keep it all on base.
So great.
So the last message is coming from Charlie,
Okay.
and Charlie left this message for us.
Hi, so my name is Carley and I'm 32 and I met this guy and he's 36 on Bumble. We've had like 5 really amazing dates and we just had such great communication and he was emotionally open and we even talked about the future together. But on our 5th date, he just seemed really stressed or bothered. And then the next week he broke it off, which was it just sucked. Because I thought things were going so well. And I felt really hurt because I felt like we were going to end up together and, everything just did not go the way I thought it was going to. And he even had mentioned that he told his friends about me, about how great I was, and even mentioned me to like his family and stuff. So that made it even worse. And I just wish we could have talked about it in person because I feel like we could have gotten through it or talked about, his stress at work. And maybe we could have just taken some space or something. I don't know. It just makes me so upset because at the beginning, I just was the one who said I wanted to take it slow and I was worried about getting hurt. And he said that would never happen and that he was going to take care of me. But then here we are. So I'm just really bummed and I need some motivation. I'm just so tired of dating and nothing going all the way. I just want to reach out again, but at the same time, I'm worried that he's going to just take that the wrong way or things aren't going to get fixed. But I don't know. Can you give me some motivation or make me laugh or something?
I can do that.
Yeah.
Should I text him at a later time? Should I just completely give up on him? I feel like I tried to go on a few dates and just my heart wasn't in it and everything sucks. So can you just give me some advice, please?
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us what you really think.
Just give me some advice, please.
I just need. Tell me I'm a good girl. Tell me.
Bless her heart.
Are we still ghosting people at 36 years old?
Yeah.
Are we still using Bumble?
Hey, man. Listen. Yeah, we are. And I don't know why.
I don't know.
Other than there's not a lot of other good choices.
I guess.
Right? And Bumble was supposed to be the like female-centered one.
Yeah, did they have to change that?
They did.
Oh my god.
And then that was like, they've been so problematic. They had those stupid billboards. Like they've been very problematic. Okay.
So
yes,
what's the motivation for all
yes,
all the talk in the beginning? Like what is the motivation?
You want to take a stab at it, Sid?
Is he lying?
He's love bombing.
What does that mean?
Love bombing. That's where you're Romeo. And because she said they went on 5 dates, man.
Yeah.
5 dates. And you're already the one and he's telling his family about you and talking about future plans together. That is, let's say a date a week, right?
Okay.
And probably not even that.
Not even that. Yeah.
Given
it might have been a 2-week.
So it might have been
likely.
Right, exactly. Okay. So at the maximum 5 weeks. 5 weeks. And you know she's the one.
She's packing boxes.
That's bullshit.
She's ready to move in.
She was lapping up the bullshit. Because again, at the end.
Why?
Because she's tired of dating.
Not her, him.
Oh, okay.
I know why she gets it.
Why does he do it?
Why does he do it? What do you get out of that?
Because my reflection is so pretty.
I agree.
Because not Mimi. Because if I'm a man and I can shower words and actions on this woman and look, she's just in love with me and it's great. That feels great. That reflection back of him being Romeo is amazing. Wouldn't trade it for the world. So I hear this a lot of times. Women come in and they're like, I don't know. Like, I didn't even sleep with him. Like, why? What's happening? Where did he go? Why would somebody do all this if not just for sex? I thought men just wanted sex. Men don't just want sex.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Men very often like the way that they look in a woman's eyes. And that's what they're there for. They're there to raise her up to real high. And that's fun. But there's no follow through. They don't want the follow through.
What does that do? Like what?
It makes them feel great about themselves.
It's just a confidence builder.
Yes.
So it's worth the $80 you're going to spend to take a girl out to feel the feel.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because they can't produce it for themselves.
Yeah. But I will bet you that within 5 dates, they definitely had sex. So I'm not going to say that she's one of those ones that didn't. Also,
Carley, I don't believe you had sex with him.
Okay.
I'm going to say you didn't do it.
Okay. I bet she did.
Marriage didn't happen yet, so.
Okay. I know we're in Texas, but come on. So love bombing, future faking, saying all of these things. She even said, I think we should slow down. And he said, don't worry, baby.
Is that the red flag?
This is a carnival of red flags.
So what's the biggest red flag? Do we feel like the biggest red flag is her being like, maybe we should slow this down because I would like to be a little more, but because her gut reaction is happening, right? Yeah. Her gut reaction saying something isn't right here.
Yes.
And so she's listening to it and she's like, maybe we should slow down.
No, she's not. Because if she was really listening to it, she would have went, oh, something's not right here. I should go.
Why is dating so difficult? Relationships are so hard.
They are. They really are. But if she had that boundary of going slow, she would have looked at this guy and went, what are you talking about? You just met me.
Yeah.
Why would you be saying this shit to me?
That's some healthy shit.
But the thing is she wanted it. She wanted it to be true. She wanted someone to see her that way. She wanted to be chosen by somebody that way. And so she lapped it up.
I bet he was over 6 foot.
And I don't, fuck you, man. Why would you say that?
I'm going to call it.
That's so stupid. I'm gonna be angry on Eric's behalf at you for that.
Because she is ignoring so many red flags in the situation. So it's like, what do you care? What are you keeping? What do you bring into the team on this one?
Her or him? What do you mean?
Him? Like her going, just plowing through those red flags.
He brings the fantasy. He brings the perfection.
Yikes.
I am your Romeo.
Ugh.
It's true. I'm here. The thing that you always wanted, the thing that you saw other women get, I'm here. I'm here to give it to you.
Yikes.
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like it either.
That sounds like manipulation. I'm not into it.
This is also, I'm going to point out, this is an attachment style problem in action. This is an anxious attachment style person and an avoidant attachment style person chasing each other. And he's dismissive avoidant because he just fucking pieced out.
Just dips.
Boom. Or, and I'm just going to throw this out, might be married.
Ooh.
Because if he shows up on week 5 and he's all stressed and, just work's just bad. No. I think maybe somebody was closing in on you.
I totally missed the work was bad thing.
And that's another thing too.
Oh.
So you're asking what is the reddest of flags?
That one.
Well, I'll just tell you, however perfect he may seem, if work stress gets in the way of him forming a relationship with you, this is a car with no wheels.
Because that's
we're not
going
going
to carry
anywhere.
over forever.
Exactly. There will always be stress about something.
You won't be the priority.
And right. And if he does not know how to balance, he doesn't know how to live his own life and nurture a relationship, what are you going to do with him? So here's the deal. Here's where she's fucked up right now. 1, no more communicating. Okay? If he wanted to communicate, he could. Right? This is not on you. Right? Sometimes we think that, we should communicate. That's what you do in a good relationship. She should not do that right now. This is not a relationship.
Right.
This was 5 dates and a ghost. Now he's dead. Let him rest in peace. Leave him alone.
He's buried.
If he wants to come back, he can come back. However, I would not take him back.
Absolutely.
If you can not talk to me for however long it's been until he comes back, go more. Do more. Forget all the way fucking about me.
Leave
me alone. That's right. If you can go a week, 2 weeks without thinking about me, without reaching out, go for more, man. Start a streak. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, because what are you getting out of this? Like, what are you getting out of the relationship if you're able to leave?
Yeah.
Just dip out.
You get to focus on yourself and not have to worry about maintaining a relationship. And this is where I say he was never actually there to have a relationship. He was there to feel good about himself.
It seems like he did that.
And then got what he needed and then
Wow.
out. Yeah. So, number 1, don't reach out to him. That's some bullshit. Number 2, you need to tear this down. You need to see all the reasons that we're saying that this was not the perfect guy for you. Okay? No matter what he said, no matter how he made you feel, that's great. Right, maybe at some point with another guy. But the perfect guy for you won't make you wonder about where the fuck he is or how he fucking feels about you. He won't put you after work stress. He will share his stress with you. He will talk with you about it. This guy did not do it.
Any of it.
No. So this crush you're dragging around for him and he's so perfect and it could have worked out. And why didn't he? Because he's not perfect. You need to crush that statue. Okay. So that's my recommendation. Also, you need to really, really do some inward looking into what is my motivation for dating? Who is my ideal partner? All of that kind of stuff. I cover all of this stuff that you need to be thinking about and focusing on in my dating course. This is the bread and butter of what I teach people, okay?
Probably watch that.
Probably should. You need to be in my school. Get in that fucking classroom, girl. Because you're just kind of out there going willy-nilly. And if somebody walks up and tells you everything that you want to hear, and maybe he's 6 feet tall, you just swallow it down.
Over 6 foot.
And then you have a tummy ache. And here we are.
You'd have a bad credit score at 6'2".
And I'm not blaming her.
No.
Okay? Everybody wants to be in love. Everybody wants to feel love. This just wasn't it. This just wasn't it.
This experience will teach you of what you don't want.
Yep.
But also that you can feel happy in a relationship if you find the right person.
Absolutely.
You're not dead inside.
Nope.
So there's the benefit.
There's the benefit.
Congratulations. Carly, you're ready to move on.
Oh, honey.
Ugh. That is just the worst.